Now we are going to assume these two pieces to be our shorts or the skirts which we are going to fix the fly zipper for. Next, I'm going to take a fabric and I'll fold it up in two so we can cut out the fabrics we'll be needing for the fly zipper. I'll be needing my ruler, my zip, scissors, my tape and my zip. Now for my zip, I'm going to place it on this folded fabric and mark the length of the zip. I'm going to mark it to the end just so we have enough for what we need. I'll go with my ruler to make sure that I have a very straight line. Now I'm going to mark 2 inches. That is going to be the width. I'm going to mark 2 inches upwards. Once I'm done chalking that down, I'll go ahead with my ruler to connect a straight line at those points. Now from where I marked the 2 inches, I'll go ahead and mark another 2 inches. After I chalk that down, I'll go ahead and make a straight line as well, and then I'll go ahead to cut this out. I'll trash out the other ends because I'll be using that because this will be the main focus. After I divided it into two, don't forget we had cut this on a fold, so one of them is on a fold and the other is in 2 separate pieces. For the one in 2 separate pieces, I'm going to go ahead with my curve ruler and curve it out as seen, and I went ahead with my scissors to trace out the curved line. Now we are going to sew the 2 separate pieces which I curved, which is going to be the fly zipper itself, which is going to be for the fly, and the other one which is on a fold is going to be our zip cover. Now I sewed the end that was curved. I'm just going to show you guys clearly so you see what it looks like. I'll go with my scissors and notch the curved point, so by the time I flip it over to the right face, it can relax properly. Now for the other piece which is on a fold, I'm going to flip it to the right face, and then I'm going to sew from one of the ends up to the other side just as indicated. This way everything is going to stay in place. Now that I've done that, I'll take out my zip. I'm going to place it on the zip cover like I said as seen. I'm going to make sure the right face of the zip is facing up, and then I make sure it was placed on the right side of the zip cover. Now I'm going to sew on the edge of the zip. Next, we are going to attach that to one of the pieces of the skirt, which happens to be the right side of the skirt. Now I'm going to place it on the right face of the skirt. I'm going to place it on the right face of the skirt. I'm going to take it to my sewing machine and sew it just as you can see me do in the video. After sewing and flipping it over, this is what it looks like. Now for the other piece, which is the left piece of the skirt or the shorts, I'm going to place the fly cover as seen, and I'll sew it just as you can see me doing the video. Once I'm done doing that, next thing will be to attach the fly to the zip. Now this process is going to attach the zip to both sides of the skirt. Now I'm going to place that other piece, as you can see, place it in such a way that it is touching the skirt right face facing the right face. Now I'm going to place that curved side on the zip as seen, and I'll sew to the point where the curve stops. Now I'll hold from the fold of the fly. I'll hold as you can see, and I'll place it to cover the zip. Now that way I'm going to hold it down and I'm going to flip it to the back as seen, and I'm going to sew more like top stitching so that the stitch line can appear at the front. Now this is going to give us that look where we have the line of the zipper showing at the front. So I'm going to sew it all around Sew it down to the curved part and you will see what it looks like at the front. Next thing I'll be doing is to sew up the ends. So if you are fixing a fly zip on your shorts, it is time for you to close up the remaining part of your crunch and then sew up your remaining shorts. But if you're sewing a skirt, just go ahead and sew it as you can see me do as well. No difference, just go ahead and close the under part. Now that I'm done, this part is totally optional. I flipped up the rough edges to the right side and I'm going to top stitch. Now I'm going to do this because I feel like it looks more clean and more professional to have this done. But mind you, you can skip that part. It is not compulsory. Now that I'm done doing that, this is the end of the tutorial. This is how you fix your fly zipper. You can go ahead and attach the front piece of your skirt to the back piece and attach your waistband as well. Now this is the result. See you in our next tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you're new to the family, thank you for coming. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back. So bye.